Who else in the house? Hey, Matt. Hey, Sean, what are your thoughts on Dak's new contract? Go Cowboys. You know, I said for a while that we should have traded Dak when he had value. Dak Prescott's a good quarterback, in my opinion. He's not a great quarterback. You need a great quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And he's enough to get into the playoffs, and that's about it. And I don't think he has the value now that you could trade him. How they gave him franchise status and let Ezekiel Elliott go, I think that was a move that should have been flip flopped. That's me opinion.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like that 49ers game with the Jets. You get a guy out there that's undrafted, you know, that's running the football for the 49ers, and it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's so hard to get that guy behind you know, that quarterback is the position.
It's the one in a million to land somebody that can go the
I
distance.
was actually kind of impressed with Rodgers. To come back, after the one set of downs and with a torn
Mm-hmm.
Achilles to come back, and that first run down the field, I think he was 4 for 6 for 64 yards, and
Yeah,
just
that drive was classic Aaron
I was
Rodgers.
just like, and then the same can be said for when I think they had an offside play and he got a free one, and I mean just roped it
Mm-hmm.
to that guy for a touchdown. And I think it was like his 48th time that he's thrown a free play touchdown in his career. So,
Yeah. But I
but
knew it would not be old, um, old Aaron Rodgers. It would be today's Aaron Rodgers. So I did bet
yeah.
against them, and I did win.
Well, I mean the 49. I mean, even with the 49ers with the injuries that they had, that's still a haul, man.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, there's very few people that realize. I think the 49ers are one of the few teams in the NFL that actually uh, practice where you can look at Levi's Stadium. Like their practice facility is right at Levi's Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they don't use the stadium, but it's not like the Lions, which is in Allen Park, and you know,
The Are you talking about for the summer camp or for like
no, the
weekly training?
yeah,
Yeah,
weekly. They
Giants are on the grounds too, not in the stadium, but their training center is next door with a couple of fields. Don't know if the Jet. I guess the Jets use that too. So. Gary King wrote in and said, listening to the show this morning, and as usual, it's great. You want to talk about rowdy fans? Have you seen Lacrosse fans? I'm a season ticket holder for the Toronto Rock, and it can be crazy. Never would have thought, Gary, that you would have said lacrosse. I thought maybe you would have gone soccer, rugby. Would not have thought. You ever go to a lacrosse game, Kevin? I've never been to a
I've
collegiate,
watched.
a
I
professional.
It's actually. I mean, I've watched it on ESPN. Like I've watched like the collegiate. I actually watched this year. I actually fell down a rabbit hole and was watching some women's lacrosse. It's a lot more physical. That's a physical, fast pace. It's
Mm-hmm. You're gonna take that stick 25 times a game, no question, from the opposition.
I just miss the old Florida high lie.
The highlight, yeah. Wide World of Sports opening credits, I think.
Fucking work.
Um, who else in the house? Let's get some of our friends, some of our family. Ace Ramon, one of my favorite feuds was with you and Macho Man back in '99. Who was the lady you had hiding in the suitcase on Nitro that dumped that bucket of crud on Savage?
Somebody that was brought to our attention that could do that, and we pieced the thing around. The thing is I carry her down to the ring in a suitcase, and I pretty much like no sold the fact that I was carrying 100-pound human being in that suitcase.
Here's some
So,
footage of if you're watching at home. Will no doubt be flagged. Pretty good, Kev. I got to tell you, you're not selling that shit at all. Shit, it's a human being.
my God, it's a human being in there.
That's incredible. Look at that. The size of that package.
And I carried the belt.
Look at the size of that package. And the bag ain't bad either. Oh.
I look a little beefy.
What were you here, would you say?
20?
320? Okay.
Yeah, I stayed around 320, 325.
Something else from the house, Steve? Let's see. Who can bring it home? Britt says, what? Uncle Kev, please officiate my wedding to whoever when the day comes. Nothing planned.
Sweetheart, this is going to be a one and done.
Thomas Edwards Nash, would you prefer a Lions Super Bowl or a Pistons? Larry O.B.
Lions Super Bowl. Pistons have already won the championship.
Right, I was going to say you need one.
We've never even been to the Super Bowl.
Was last year the closest?
Yeah.
Wow.